Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video, or a video, I guess you could say, on Marvel Mystic Mayhem. So this game, this new game by NetEase, has officially gone into the closed beta test, which you can see here loading in the background. And we're going to be doing a first impression style kind of video for this. I'm not going to be doing like a 1 hour plus video where it comes to like, showing you every single little bit of thing, because I'm not sure that's really what you want to see. There might be some other videos out there because the non-disclosure agreement has ended. But what I want to share with you guys is just kind of some of the stuff that this game is all about. So the storyline around this is related to Nightmare here, which you can see on the screen. He's a character who I guess we're going to be battling off and on through various means. There's the Dreamscape. This is a big part of the storyline in this game, with Doctor Strange kind of being the headliner, I suppose, at the beginning. You do get him as a character, of course, that you can play, but he's kind of like the, I want to say like the MSF commander. Oh, he's like the Nick Fury, basically, in Marvel Strike Force, who you're going to be using as part of like a story plot device here, with a variety of different characters that you can see on the screen. What I want to say right at the beginning, what I really love about this game, though, is the graphical style. I actually really like this, and then combined with if you played Marvel Rivals, this might look pretty similar a bit in terms of this sort of Asian art style or Eastern art style that's different from kind of some of the games that we're used to in the way that they do that. But it still keeps that comic book art style, which I think is pretty good. They've also gone out, at least for some of the story, to include some voice dialogue, which you might notice here as well. So that part's pretty cool. I do, however, want to cover a lot of what I want to do in this video is gameplay related. I'm not going to sit here and show you, like, an hour worth of, like, the story cutscenes and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if that's something you guys want to see. But we are going to go through each aspect of the game, what I like, what I don't like, and what's maybe changed from the alpha as well. Because I was involved in the closed alpha test, which I think was, like, maybe, I want to say a month and a half ago now. I forget how long it's been now exactly. But we're going to be going through the details of this game. So stay. All right, so right off the bat, I am going to show you one of the earlier battle missions here. And there is different classes of characters that you can get. So you can see here in the little tutorial guide that there are different icons next to the characters that show what kind of class they are: striker, fighter, defender, tank, basically, and controller. And controllers normally, I think, also have healing mechanics, but it can vary. And then striker have specifically, they just auto attack essentially at range. These are pretty important later on when it comes to doing certain challenges, certain missions where they want you to use certain characters, which we'll kind of get to a little bit later here. It is a kind of a hex grid-based system as far as the combat goes. I only have a few characters right now, I think, to start. So I have Sleepwalker, sorry, and then Hulk and Misty Knight. And Misty Knight is a ranged character. We're going to be deploying Hulk to the middle here. And we also have 3 characters. I think they want us to put all 3, but they're kind of telling us where to deploy. I'm going to put Misty Knight here in the back, and I'm going to put Dreamwalker here. Forget his name already. People are going to hate me. On the right-hand side. And we're going to start the battle. And I guess you could say it is an auto battler to an extent. However, you do actually, and you can see here, so I have cards here in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, which I can help to use some of my special abilities. And different ones do different things. And they will come back as different cards after I use existing ones. And you can see at the bottom as well, actually, you know what? It's probably, I need to change my my scenes for this one here. I'm going to fix this in a minute because I still have my icon hovering over it. But my energy bar is at the bottom below the cards. So that's something that I need to change around for recording for these videos here for my interface. But I'm going to go here with Misty Knight anyways. And you can see the attack there. It's a bit of an AoE attack, which is pretty cool. We get some buffs here with Dreamwalker. I'm going to butcher that. I need to figure that out. Or I'll just stop using him. And then, so there's different cards that keep popping up depending on that. Now, I'm going to wait, though. And then I get my energy back and I can use the Hulk. And so you can auto this, but realistically, you're not going to clear it as fast if you do auto versus actual manual usage of the skills. This is a pretty big deal. So you do have your regular skills in the bottom right. And then right here in the middle, in the bottom middle section, there are ultimate abilities for each of the characters. So this is going to be for Hulk. All right, this is going to be for Hulk. It does a heal for himself, and it does an AoE attack. So every character has their own ultimate ability and different card-related attacks that they can do. This one, I should have this in a second actually. So Misty Knight has a really cool line-based attack, so that's really nice too. I also love the honestly what the sounds and stuff. I had my sound muted for like a minute, so my apologies actually. And Dream, I'm gonna screw that up. Dreamwalker, Sleepwalker, no, I think it's Dream. It's gotta be Dream, right? So usually there's anywhere from 1 to 3 waves for regular battles. This is just the first story mission. It took me 30 seconds. And depending on these are the win conditions here that you can see here for 3 stars. So defeat all enemies, win within 60 seconds, and all heroes survive. Usually it's this time-based one that can be a little bit challenging on certain story modes. From my alpha experience, I actually found that it wasn't really that necessary to use a tank character once you start unlocking more characters, which we'll touch on here in the video as well. I found that it was actually better to use kind of more DPS-based characters or damage-based characters so you can clear the nodes faster and get that 3-star, assuming that your character survives. So some characters there are some characters with support-based abilities. You can also see the damage dealt for your character, so you can see actually Misty Knight did the most for me, and then Hulk, which is not surprising. I'm gonna screw this up again. Dreamwalker, isn't it? He is a more support-based character, so a lot of his abilities are related to that rather than actual flat damage. And then you have your XP. This is your commander XP, I'm pretty sure, related to your level. And these are things that actually level up your XP character. So yeah, there you go. We got to level 2 for our account level. And how high you can raise your characters are also dependent on how high your account level is. So you can't just go to the moon right away. It is based on that, which is nice. I do like that because it is a little bit of a, while it's a mobile game, you know, you're going to be a slow progression on that side. I prefer it because it's kind of easier, you know, it's just easier for me to understand, you know, how high I can raise my characters. So that was the first level there. We're going to go through this a little bit though and kind of show you all the things there is in this game though. All right, and here is what we're going to do at the start before we go any further into the game. This is the pulling or summoning system, so you may have played some gacha related games that have this kind of system, and this Marvel Mystic Mayhem does have it as well. What you can do though is if you do 80 pulls, you can get a 3-star character that you can exchange for. So it's a bit of a pity system there, and it costs 150 premium currency, or in this case I forget what they're called actually, dream gems that you can use for 1 summon, and it's 750 for 5. Now, this is the Legends Assemble banner that's going to be on this one. And you can see some of the characters that are available here. We do have 3-star. These are kind of like your legendaries, but you can get the other characters up to 3-star. That's not a challenge. You can just combine some of the other characters to, like when you get dupes and things like that, and that'll help you get up there as well. It's not really a big deal. But these are kind of the more quote-unquote legendary characters because they start at level 3. Or sorry, they start at 3-star. So that's going to be your Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Moon Girl, and Devil Dino, which is new to the beta. And then we have Juggernaut as well up there. The 2-star characters here, of which Black Knight is new for this, and Storm is available on the 2-star. Oh, sorry, down there on the 1-star. Is it 1-star? Storm is. I was pretty sure Storm was in this, is in this as well. Maybe you get her a little bit later on though. And you do. This is a little bit different from the alpha. Is now we'll see what these highlights. These are equipment pieces essentially that you use as a set bonus that you can apply to your characters for buffs. We'll kind of get over to that a little bit later as well. But we should be able to do. Oh, we're pretty close. We can do 2 5 pulls and see what we get. So this is basically what it looks like in the game. And when we're doing, oh, we got Black Knight. Then I actually haven't played with Black Knight, so this is gonna be a first. I'm gonna be trying to use him to see how he does in this game. We have Black Knight. We have Doppelganger. That's pretty cool there too. We have Moon Knight. Actually, you know what? Let's go into full screen mode. We probably should have been using this scene to start. So my apologies. I guess now I'm blocking the bottom left, aren't I, with myself there? I don't have a green screen anymore, so my apologies. Anyways, this is Moon Knight, of course. And then we have the Weavers of Dream. Now, this is going to be one of those things I was talking about that you can equip to your characters. Seems that they're now including that instead of just heroes. Before, it was only summoning heroes. Now it appears to be both. And that's interesting. So we got another copy of Hulk. And you can see what happens when you get a dupe. So I get these shards for Hulk over here on the right-hand side. So Hulk shards, I can use that to awaken him to make him a little bit stronger. We also get this dream sand, which is used to buy things in the currency shop, which we'll kind of look at as well. Brand new characters here, so I don't get any dupes. And we're gonna do one more summon a 5. Here, we're gonna skip this though, because you know it can take a little bit of time. We got Vow to Protect. This is a new one for Dreamweaver, Dreamwalker, Moon Knight. We got a dupe of Moon Knight. We got Mr. Negative. Now, I didn't use him too much in the alpha, so I actually don't know how good he is. Lady Bullseye's really good, though. Ancient Allies. Now, these have different they're related to different classes. So this one's for a striker class for ranged. It's behind my head in the frame there. Like, there we go. This one's for tank. Never Surrender. So we only got one character. We got Mr. Negative and dupe for Moon Knight. That's unfortunate there. There we go. So that's all I have for just now. We'll take a look at the characters that we have, though. Who should I be leveling up? So we can go into our... I believe it's here. Team info. Nope, no, it's not. Where is... Do I not have it for some reason? I don't know why I don't have it. Do I not... Have I not unlocked... I'm not far enough to unlock the roster screen? Crazy. Do the inventory. And you can show the shop, actually. Let's just go through the shop really quickly. So you can see here that you can buy these different keys. So these are for shadow keys are for pulling. There's more pulls. I probably should have waited before I did this. These stones are what is used to upgrade characters to that extra star rank. So to get to 2-star or to 3-star, you have to buy these rare Merlin stones, these epic Merlin stones, or legendary Merlin stones, which cost premium currency. And then you can convert the fragments from the pulls to these other things as well. You can do it for XP. You do it for the shadow keys and a variety of different progression upgrade things. You can buy this as well. We'll get to that probably more. I don't know if we're going to get to everything in this first video. We'll see how far we get. All right, and so now we're actually fighting a boss version of Mr. Negative, who actually has mechanics. Yes, actual mechanics. It just feels weird, I guess, when it comes to playing Marvel Strike Force, right? Where it doesn't... I mean, I guess they have their kits, right? But here, this is a pretty bit different thing. So it seems like there's two sides to Mr. Negative. And basically, you're buffed on your attack on one side and debuffed on the other. That is pretty neat. And that's probably going to be dependent on, I would imagine, my melee character. So I'm going to put Hulk... I'm going to be using Hulk again this time. And I'm going to go over here and do this. So my ranged character will stay out and won't be affected by that, but my melee characters will. Now, what's good about Doppelganger is that he can move from one side to the other. So if I need to flip to the other side, I can do that. And I can jump where, you know, Hulk can't do that. So it's still, I believe we're still buffed on this side. Not that hard, I guess. Oh, he has a second health bar. He has multiple health bars, and he swapped. So now we can go on this side, and we can move, we can pivot to the other side. So he's going to be doing more damage, which is really, really cool. Misty Knight just kind of does the same amount. We're going to do the ultimate abilities. They're really cool animations here on the ultimate abilities. I think is really, really rad. I get the buff here with Doppelganger, so he's going to do more because he's also on that side. I imagine once the health bar goes, though, it's going to flip again. So I will have to dash back over to the other side. Oh, no. Yeah. So we're going to do that again. And then that's what's really cool about Doppelganger. So I really think it's cool. We can get the ultimate maybe for the finisher with Misty Knight here. And that might end it. Pretty close. There we go. That's Mr. Negative. Okay, it looks like we've also we've kind of unlocked daily login events. So we have this Dreamguard Assemble event that's going right now, and it looks like we get Storm for free. So that is pretty cool. At least it's part of the... Wow, she actually looks really cool. That's a really cool model. I actually... That's really rad. I'm probably gonna trial it. It's fine, it's just trial. We fight and level up. Wait, do I not actually get her? Oh. Oh, they're... I'm not exactly sure what this means. But anyways, there seems to be a 12-day... This is part of the beta. Maybe that's why they're saying it. So part of the beta, they're going to give away one free character every single day. Some of these are legendary 3-star characters. We got Spider-Man over here. We got Moon Girl and Devil Dino, which I'm really excited to try. We have Doctor Strange. We have Juggernaut. We have Iron Man. These are all the legendary-based characters you can see with the gold banner in the background. So that's really cool. And maybe we'll get a chance to use Storm here in a minute. Alright, how about a Chthon-possessed Scarlet Witch? It seems this game is full of surprises. Let's just assume I need a tank. It also gives some recommendations for some up arrows. I think that's like characters you probably should be using for this, although I am gonna, I guess, challenge myself and not use any of those. So I am gonna use... I love Doppelganger. And single target, you know what? I'm probably going to be using Lady Bullseye. I'm going to put her over here. I don't know if this really matters. We'll end up seeing. I think there might be some targets on the side that I have to fight. We'll see, though. Yeah, destroy the magic circle or stay away from it to avoid massive damage. Okay, well, or kill it, I guess. That's a thing, too. So let's do that. Or I can maybe... Can I kill it? Yeah, it seems like I can. So what's a pretty cool ability for Lady Bullseye is that if I attack another target with a skill, she'll kind of chuck a thing at it. So, well, whatever she's throwing. Shurikens, probably. And can I one-shot this? If she gets, like I said, if she gets a kill... Oh, we did! And it does raise her ultimate bar by quite a bit, actually. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna do that. So I would say where the manual gameplay comes in is these boss battles. Sometimes the challenges as well, you know, if you want to make sure you get the 3-star on that. So, because the AI is just not going to use the skills in the right order on the right targets that you want to do. That actually did a fair bit of damage. We do have another health bar for Scarlet Witch to get through. Some things it's okay. Like, even if it's a single target, though, they're not necessarily going to use the skills that you want them to use, right? Like, it's not going to be using the single target damage. They could end up using an AoE attack, which, you know, does more. Now, that looks nasty. Can I kill... I'm wondering if I can kill her before that's, like, a problem. Or should I actually do something about that? I'm wondering if I could focus her down. Before I... before they, like, laser beam me? Well, let's find out. I'm gonna try to ignore it. Okay, that's not... Okay, I took a lot of damage for that. So... Can I do it now? Because my ults are about to come up. I think I can actually just burn her down. So that... I tried to ignore a mechanic, and it did not necessarily... Let's see, can we finish it off with the ultimates? Otherwise, I'm in trouble, and I'm gonna die. So, let's fight... Oh! She's almost dead. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, oh! Oh, she's at 13%. Come on. Come on. Oh, 10%. 4%. We got her. Okay, I think if those actually attacked me, I probably would have been in massive trouble. But there we go. Again, some really cool boss battles in this game. Alright, so I did finally get myself to level, or account level 15, which helped me unlock a new progression system called the highlights. Now, those were the things that I was pulling in my character pulls, and highlights over here. So as you can see, you know, we got the Lady Bullseye one, the higher blade, and I did upgrade that a little bit. It's quite substantial, the amount of stats that you get. It also, it seems like each character, there's like generic ones maybe, and then there's ones that are like specifically to the character, which I guess is denoted by the purple background. This is new to me, the way that this system worked. It wasn't like this in alpha, so I guess this makes it a little bit easier, and I'm okay with this. And it kind of tells you what it does. So the wearer's attack increases by 16%. After the wearer performs a follow-up attack, their attack increases by 10%. Now, Lady Bullseye does a follow-up attack when others use their skill on an enemy. So I think that's what it's talking about there. So I'm going to equip that. You can enhance it with gold as well. So gold is going to be a bottleneck for this game, which I've kind of come to realize that you do need to farm this up fairly frequently with the challenges, because there's a lot of things that require gold in this game. And I did have one for Hulk as well. So this one was pretty cool. There's like this one here, the Monster Within, so I can enhance that a little bit. It's pretty cheap for the first like 10 levels. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and raise that up, and then you can ascend it, which is kind of like ascending your character's level. But I don't have enough of these ores. Again, these are other things that you need to farm through the challenges with the energy. So there's going to be some bottlenecking of resources that you're going to need to farm through that. I think I equipped... Did I not equip that? I think it's equipped. Let's double check. I think it is equipped, so that's cool. The wearer's HP is up by 16%, and enemies adjacent to him deals 8% less damage. And then I actually unlocked Spider-Man, as you know, and I don't know if I have a highlight for everyone. Yeah, so this doesn't seem like it's particular to him. It could be particular to the class, because he's a controller class character, and I think Sleepwalker is as well. So it doesn't actually have one specifically for him. I don't know if I had one for... I don't remember all the ones that I got. So it seems like I can equip this one for Storm as well. She doesn't... I don't think Storm does a follow-up attack, so it would give base stat increases, and I guess that's kind of important. But, you know, I think there may be ones that are specific to these characters. So again, I don't know all the ones that I have. For the purposes of this, though, I am just going to do Spider-Man. We're going to use that other purple highlight. The wearer's outgoing healing. See, I don't think Spider-Man has any healing. So this is like, it's 24%. So this seems to be an upgrade on that one. The wearer gains 90 ultimate energy at the start of battle. Like, that's fine. And that seems doable. But I think the higher quality ones have better stats. So I guess the question is, do I want to take this for the stats, or do I just want to do this one for the actual ability that it does? So for the moment, though, I am probably just going to do this for my Spider-Man, because I mean, I'm pretty sure he doesn't do any healing anywhere. He's a damage-based character. So we're just going to... Actually, I probably shouldn't have even ascended it. That's my bad. We're in the beta. It doesn't really matter that much, and I'm going to equip this one. And those are the 3 characters that I want to do for the last piece of content that I want to share in this video here today. And that's going to be the boss fight. So I unlocked Nightfall. It is really hard. You unlock this at 14, but really it's designed for level 15. And this is kind of like the world boss that you get to do. I think I mentioned this towards the beginning of the video. You get a handful of days to do attacks. You get 5 attempts to do this. Now, what's interesting is that once you score your best score, you can kind of just do that 5 times. Like, you can kind of like sim it essentially at that point if you don't want to keep trying for a better score. But this is a boss that you fight in the very early stages of the game. You do get to fight the Eye of Nightmare. There are going to be more of these world bosses that you get to fight. They mentioned that. It's not just going to be this one. There's mechanics. Everyone has a mechanic. I have to kill the two sides. But if I don't do it fast enough, if I don't kill both hands fast enough, then they regenerate. So I need to have one character on each side. And for this, I'm going to do Lady Bullseye on the right. I'm going to do... actually, I'm going to do Doppelganger on the I'm going to do Doppelganger in the middle, and I'm going to do Spider-Man on the left. I probably should have Hulk in here. So I'm going to put... Actually, I'm going to do Hulk. And we're going to try it that way. Now, I know that Spider-Man does more AoE damage than single target, but I do have those skills that I added to him. So we're going to see. Now, this is typically... There's also a special team move that you can see here on the... It's behind me. In the bottom left hand of the screen, there's a percentage bar where it does a team attack. Unfortunately, yeah, there's always going to be some place. Now, that's cool because it hits multiple targets. That is a nice skill there. It hits 2 targets. That's very nice. We're not going to auto this because I feel it's just not going to do this properly when we auto it. So you can notice that there's health bars here on the top for both hands. I do want to kind of make sure that they die at the right time, I guess. That they need to both die, essentially, in order to unlock the eyeball. So I need to kind of, like, go back and forth a little bit with the amount of damage that I'm doing from left and right. I don't want them to die at different times too much. I am going to, however, and hope this doesn't kill the hand. It might. The ultimate for Lady Bullseye does a lot of single target damage. It didn't do that much, but there we go. We're going to go do some damage over here. I forgot that he assists other characters that way. Assists other melee characters. I am going to save. I need to do more damage on the hand here. Do that, I guess. The ultimate for Hulk. So they're both pretty low, and you're going to see what happens when the hands go down. 13% on both. That's good. My skills are coming up. 5% on the right. Yeah, they're both going to pretty much die. Now, it wants me to use the team move, but I want to save that for the actual thing. I'm not going to use it right away. So I'm going to... Both the hands are pretty much dead. That's good. The eyeball comes out, and we can damage the eye. And so, really, we want to make sure... And this is going to be the team attack here that we're going to be using. Here, on the main one, all 3 of them team up. They do a special combo attack, which is pretty neat. And it did 800 damage. Now, the rest of it I'm going to put on auto just because I have like 10 seconds to do as much damage as possible. This is normally, and I might be able to kill it if I do enough single target damage. And this is the main mechanic, 39. It might be close. 26%, 23%, 5 seconds. And so if I can't, ideally you kill them before I don't. So now the eyeball closes. Okay, and we have to do this all over again with the hands. So I'm going to skip ahead, and I'm going to show you what happens when we win. Okay, we're about to finish this for the second time. Finishing it off with the team-up move that we got on the second, and the eye is dead. Fortunately, ideally, if you can kill it in the first go, now you can see here that I have a total score of 101, and that's a record for me anyways. Take a look at the DPS charts, and Lady Bullseye just knocked it out of the park there. No surprise, because she has single target damage. That is quite a lot there. We can confirm the score. We get some rewards. These are things to pull more characters. And then you have 5 attempts. And basically what I can do is I can auto battle this 4 more times, which is what I'm going to do for just now. And then we're going to do that. You can do this every day. You could try it again to earn more if you wanted to get some more score. So there we go. I got a total of 404, or sorry, 505 total. My score here for this, and you can see over here that I reached a milestone for that. There's a variety of different milestones because there's different difficulties, right? You're doing the same battle. There's a level 25 version, and there's some other ones all the way up to, I don't even know if it'll tell me. I think this is probably like level 60, something like that, right? So it's the same boss battle, but it's going to scale. You're going to get more points for that, obviously, and that's how you're going to get to some of these other milestones down below, but some goals to reach anyway. So that is Eye of Nightmare or Nightfall. There are going to be other bosses in this Nightfall game mode. I just wanted to show you this. We didn't get quite the Game of Khonshu today, but we might be able to do this in another video. So let me know what you think about Marvel Mystic Mayhem. Some recaps about this game that I want to do is one thing that I really do like about MMM. Wow, it sounds like food. Okay, that the character the art style is really amazing. I love that. The animations are great. The character designs are great. There isn't an insane amount of characters, however, so that's one thing, but it's okay. It's early stages. I think there's 18 total, actually. I think there's a better place to look at that in the gallery. I think you can see all of the various characters, even the ones I don't have unlocked, or the ones I don't have unlocked. Sorry. The only other issue, and I don't know if it's an issue necessarily, I kind of wish that you could have 4 characters on the battle and not 3. I feel like there'd be more flexibility on the roles because there are 4 classes in the game. It would allow for more mix and matching and theory crafting to use one of each of the classes or how you want to pick it. And 3 seems a little bit low. That's just me in my opinion, and that's not going to change. I think at this point it's probably set in stone that they're looking for 3 character or 3 character hero battle missions and that kind of stuff. So we'll see if in the future maybe there's different game modes that might allow you to use more than 3 characters. That would be interesting. But it seems like the base game is using 3 characters. Other than that, there's a fair bit of content. Again, if you look at the Dreamscape, all the stuff that I haven't even touched on yet, a lot of the stuff on the bottom is challenge-based. But still, there's a fair bit of content in the game for what's essentially not even a global launch game yet. So I'm fairly impressed from that perspective. I am looking forward to continuing on further and see if there's any more diversions, I suppose, or things that were not the same way in alpha and what's going on in beta. So this is just a day 1 video. This probably went a little bit longer than I thought. I tried to edit it down a little bit, but I do want to share some of this and my thoughts with you guys. So let me know if you're interested in seeing this a little bit more. It won't be like every day kind of thing, potentially, depending on what there is to show. But I am going to be playing the beta every day, though, until it goes away. I think it's a 10-day closed beta. So that's going to be it for my first one, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it anyways, and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And that'll be it. So until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you later. Boilon signing out.